to the dark side.
Greetings, I am Lord Bruticus, and welcome to the Dark Side Chats. A local Cub Scout pack in Fullerton, California recently held their annual Blue and Gold dinner, of which the Orange County Star Wars Society, of which yours truly is a member, participated.
Costumers of the Orange County Star Wars Society were invited to participate in the Arrow of Light ceremony during the Blue and Gold banquet, where these Cub Scouts, or Webelos, crossed over a makeshift bridge and became Boy Scouts.
Okay, coming in. Today we actually have a Rebel Fleet Trooper, we have Boba Fett, we have a Wrangler, we have a Tusken Raider, a Jedi, a Sith, Darth Bruticus, a Sith Lord, and we have Darth Vader himself, and his secret apprentice.
The rebels and otherwise good guy costumers each carried a lightsaber and stood along either side of the bridge, thus providing a lighted arch for the scouts to pass under. The Sith, the bad guys of the group, comprised of the brutal one and a very convincing Darth Vader, stood at one end of the bridge in a noble attempt to convince the scout younglings to join the dark side, rather than go the way of the light. If you listen carefully here, you can hear Lord Bruticus asking a young scout to join the dark side.
Okay, Chris, your choice. Where are you going?
Dark side.
All right, Chris, good man. Okay, Brandon, here's your choice, buddy. What's it gonna be? You either cross that bridge or you stay with Darth. Start walking, buddy.
Cross it, cross it, cross it, cross it.
Come on, Mom, give him a push. We want over the bridge, over the bridge. All right. Now, first we're getting the Boy Scout. As each boy crosses over, he relinquishes his scarf to the scout leader, who will take that scarf. The scarf will be presented to the parents, and he receives a new scarf as a Boy Scout.
The biggest hit of the night was, of course, Darth Vader, and many a young one came up to Lord Vader asking for an autograph. Some in the crowd actually confused Lord Bruticus for Emperor Palpatine. I will, of course, forgive them for that. Even the brutal one was asked for a few autographs, and the scoutmaster was ever so kind to allow me to use his shoulder as a writing platform, while signing some scout hats. Now, I must confess that this was the first time that anyone, anywhere, ever asked me for an autograph, and I was a bit confused as to what to sign. Do I sign my real name, or the name of Lord Bruticus? Well, I thought that since they asked Lord Bruticus for an autograph, then that's the name I will use. And since the brutal one never had to sign his name before, I printed it in non-cursive writing. Having glanced over to see that Darth Vader had signed some hats with a very personal, stylistic autograph, did I realize the error of my ways. But by then it was too late, so to you scouts that received a printed autograph from Lord Bruticus, I do apologize. However, you did ask a Sith for an autograph, after refusing to join the dark side. Are you sure you still made the right choice?
Well, as we saw, the Orange County Star Wars Society participated in the local Cub Scout Blue and Gold banquet here in Fullerton, California. With me here is a Tusken Raider, or what's left of the Tusken Raider after he's done wearing his costume at the event. And your name is, sir?
Chris Brandon.
Lord Bruticus, at your service. So tell me, just how hot was it underneath all those bandages of yours?
I good for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes before I'm totally drained.
And what would prompt you to go through such agony with basically making yourself so hot that you almost hyperventilate? What is it about that would constantly want you to do that?
It's a fun costume. My other one's a Han Solo. I'm trying to keep everything in the line of Tatooine. So, people who are on the fringe, Tusken Raider aren't necessarily good or evil, they're just a race.
So what is it about the joy of costuming that would maybe drive you to want to do that? Is it just the fun seeing kids out there coming up to you and want to mingle with you? Perhaps?
It's getting to be a kid again.
Getting to be a kid. That's the reason for the sole existence of Lord Bruticus in the first place. Absolutely wonderful. Now, you belong to a group such as, say, the Rebel Legion, perhaps?
Rebel Legion and the Crate Clan, which is a subgroup of the 501st. That's Jawas, Tusken Raiders, and the other fringes.
The Crate Clan. So are there any Crate Dragons in your clan?
No.
Absolutely not. A Crate Clan without any Crate Dragons. Well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
And of course, it is always a pleasure to find a fellow Sith. We have here Lord Vader, or what remains of Lord Vader after an event such as this. And the surprising thing that most people probably don't realize is that Lord Vader, in this case, is a female. And what is your name?
Leanne.
Leanne.
Leanne Resnick, also known as Leannikin Skywalker in the Rebel Legion and the 501st.
Leannikin Skywalker in the Rebel Legion and the 501st. And you are also a member of the Orange County Star Wars Society, which I just became a member of, probably so, even though I'm not usually always available for events such as this. And so, well, you look like you're exhausted, and so about what temperature would you say it gets inside that suit there during an event like this?
Well, it's not exactly Mr. Farr, but it's pretty close. I would say probably 105.
About 105?
If it gets to that, you start getting nauseated and dizzy, and it's time to take 5.
But
I have ice in my suit normally, so it helps a lot. And a fan.
Well, it certainly is. It sounds like there's a lot of electronics in your suit there. Kind of not unlike the suit that Hayden Christensen wore in the movies, where there's a lot of electronics in there. So in a way, it's very, very realistic. So now, I know that you're not 7 feet tall. How tall are you in person?
I'm 5'10.5".
But with this thing on, how tall are you?
Right at 7 feet.
Right at 7
Just a
feet.
hair under 7.
Well, do you feel like standing up to demonstrate real quick? Well, you are 7 feet tall. So what is it that caused you to get that tall? It must be something down there.
These are inner boot stilts. They're blocks basically made so that my feet are strapped in a manner not unlike ski boots. My ankles are totally immobilized, and I'm walking the same bend in my knee, but in order to move my foot forward, I'm just shifting the gravity. And I'm on point, basically. But because I'm strapped into the boots, it doesn't hurt as much. A long time ago in a galaxy way far away when I was little, I danced ballet and I got used to toe shoes and pain. And so this is not that different. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Definitely is. Well, we know that people love to see it. I mean, earlier kids were just crowding around us, especially you, wanting autographs and pictures with Lord Vader, so I'm sure that makes it very worth it.
It is.
Well, thanks very much for being a guest right here on the Dark Side Chats. It's been a pleasure, very intimidating indeed. Makes me proud to be a Sith. Of course, it wouldn't be a Star Wars event without a Jedi slime ball present. So tell me, Jedi, exactly what part of the galaxy do you come from?
Far, far away.
I'm sure, far, far away. And what has prompted you to choose your allegiance to the light side?
I want to provide goodness to the galaxy.
Goodness, oh, really? Yet, of course, he doesn't realize the arrogant, dogmatic point of view of the Jedi. One of these days he'll cross to the dark side. In fact, I'm willing to bet that you are secretly a dark sider, are you not?
I am not. Don't be so sure of yourself.
Don't be so sure of myself. I think you are a dark sider.
That only works in the weak.
Only works on the weak-minded? I'll bet inside his tunic there's a little thing that says that he's a dark sider. What do you have in there?
I have a black shirt on.
You have a black shirt on.
Just-
What kind of a black shirt? Come on, Jedi. Force persuasion. Oh, look
I
at that,
don't know how
Darth
that got
Vader.
there.
Aha!
How did that happen?
So, he is a dark sider. Ha! Lord
We'll have
Bruticus
to fix that.
is correct again.
He's building things that are
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for being here.
Likewise.
The question to answer for this episode is, in The Empire Strikes Back, how many bounty hunters did Lord Vader hire in an attempt to capture the Millennium Falcon? And what are their names? Until next time, may the dark side be with you always. Give yourself to the dark side.